years ago had to be consistently above 32 degrees Celsius. That's over 90 degrees Fahrenheit. It was a sweltering hothouse planet. All right, so we've got a colossal snake living in this ancient, superheated swamp. But how did it live? What did it eat? How did it hunt? Well, it turns out its massive size was both its greatest weapon and its biggest weakness. On land, that 1,200-kilogram body would have been crushed by its own weight under gravity. It would have been slow, clumsy, just a mess. But in the water? Oh, that was a completely different story. The buoyancy supported its immense weight, letting it move with, frankly, terrifying speed and grace. It was an aquatic specialist, through and through. And it hunted just like a modern crocodile, a classic ambush predator. It would just wait, totally still, submerged in the murky swamp water, for hours, maybe even for days. Its body would be perfectly camouflaged, waiting for some unsuspecting animal to come down for a drink. And then, in a flash, bam! It would erupt from the water and strike. And its primary weapon? Constriction. Biomechanical models estimate it could squeeze with a force of over 400 pounds per square inch. And to help you picture that, that's like having two full-grown African elephants standing right on your chest. Absolutely nothing could survive that kind of pressure. Titanoboa was the undisputed top predator of its world. It had no enemies. So what happened to it? How did the reign of this giant king finally come to an end? Well, the answer is pretty simple and actually a little sad. The world changed, but the titanoboa couldn't change with it. The planet started to cool down, and for a creature whose entire existence depended on extreme heat, even a drop of a few degrees was basically a death sentence. Its swampy home started to dry up, and new animals, the rising mammals, started showing up and competing for the same food. The very conditions that allowed the titanoboa to exist simply vanished, and the snake vanished right along with them. And that leaves us with this fascinating and maybe a little unsettling question. The titanoboa's existence was a direct result of a much hotter world. So as our own planet continues to warm up, you kind of have to wonder, what kind of giants could the future hold?